One great way to look at your indirect competitors, kind of another way of looking at indirect competitors, is what I call wallet share. Who else is competing for the same dollars in your wallet? So that's the question that we have to ask. Who else is competing for those same dollars, right? And you have to look at this from a customer perspective. So how we were looking at it before was we were looking at it from an industry perspective or a business perspective. This is looking at it from a customer perspective. Now, let's use a kind of an example here to see, well, how this actually works. So let's say that I have a certain amount of dollars. Say I have $100 to spend on a nice weekend activity, right? And so if I'm a movie theater, if I'm in the movie business, I wonder who else is competing for those same dollars that I'm competing for, right? So let's take a look here. Inside my wallet, I've got restaurants, right? They are competing for those same dollars as well. I could go to a nice restaurant. I could go to a bar and drink my $100 away if I want to and celebrate with my friends possibly. I could go to a jazz club, a symphony, a concert, or something else. Or you know what? I always have a free option, right? My free option is I could spend money staying home, renting a couple movies and making some popcorn. And that's also an option that I'm competing for wallet share. So in addition to wallet share, I always like to think about kind of the B2B parallel to that. And in the B2B business, when you're selling to businesses, there's something that they have a similar thing to wallet share, which is called their priority list, their top 3 list. And I've been selling to B2B, to businesses for the last 20 years. And so I can tell you that this really does exist. And it's a top 3 list. Every business and every division of every business creates basically a priority list. And they are going to spend money on the top 1, 2, and 3 of their top priorities. If you're number 4, 5, or 6 and you're trying to sell your solution into a business, good luck, because it's really hard. If you're not on that top priority list of 1, 2, or 3 in any given year, you probably are going to have you're definitely going to have a lot harder time in actually selling that. It's also important of how you define your business. As we start to look at this concept of wallet share and who can spend what, right? I like to look at how I can define my business. And in that case, I would look at, let's say a chocolate business, a box chocolate business that we have here. Who else are they competing with in the box chocolate business, right? So if you understand what business you're really in box chocolate, you're in the gift giving business. 90% of chocolate that is sold in a box is given as a gift, right? So what are the other gifts that you would be competing with? Let's say flowers, wine, gift baskets. They're all competing for that wallet share, because if I have to get a nice gift for someone for Valentine's Day or maybe going over to their house for dinner, I can buy a bottle of wine. I could bring a box of chocolates. I can bring some flowers or something else. So be thinking about that too in terms of how you define your business and then what are those alternatives to that. So remember to ask, who am I competing with for those dollars that are in that wallet? And again, look at it from a consumer perspective, not necessarily your business perspective or the market perspective, right?